Okay, so this is a quick video and we're gonna adjust it and create a repeat tile to use in Illustrator. So to start out, I'm going to make adjustments on this, and I'm going to go to Image, Adjustment, and Hue and Saturation. I'm going to decrease the saturation here for use on a grayscale flat later on. I'm going to go back to adjustments. I'm going to adjust the exposure a little bit. Okay, just play around with that. And I think that's okay for now. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate this to make sure that it's nice and straight before we start. I'm dragging out guidelines. I'm going to unlock this image and I'm going to rotate this a little bit with the free transform function. Try and get it as straight to my guide as possible. That looks pretty good. We can click OK. Now I'm going to go to the crop tool and I'm going to hide my guideline and I'm just going to crop a small repeat from this image. So I'm going to start here. Maybe I have two. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And I'm going to start my repeat at the very bottom of this stitch and then finish it at the start of this next stitch here. I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to adjust this. And I'm going to click return. Let's zoom in a little bit. I think to go from here. So now we're going to use our offset filter. So go to Filter, Other, Offset, and we're going to check how our repeat looks. So we'll start with this at 0 and go here. So let's go to 0 first ish. So that's going to be where our repeat starts. Doesn't look too bad. You can go to the right. Start at 0 again. It's hard to tell sometimes. So our repeat is going to start on that side there. Doesn't look too bad there either. I'm going to go to 0. This is going to be where we have the main thing we need to edit. So I'm going to click OK. I'm going to zoom in and I am going to use the clone stamp tool to edit this a little bit. I'm going to hit Option. I'm going to click and then I'm going to use the pixels surrounding. Option, click, and then use these pixels surrounding to edit my image. Option, release option, try and blend this little line here, option, 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 get that shadow, try and fill it a little bit. We can go option up here, drag these pixels. Here we're going to need to fill that in a little bit. Here as well, we can just edit that option. Just trying to cover that seam up as best as you can. Here, option, option and release, option, release, option and release. I'm just going to continue. Maybe over here needs a little bit better. We can zoom out to see how that looks. It still looks like a little bit of a visible seam. I think over here needs to be edited a little bit better. Zoom out again. It's looking pretty good. I think we can edit this a little bit more. Zoom out. Doesn't look too bad. Okay, so then we're going to check again. Filter. I'm going to go other and offset. And we can just move this around to check our repeat. And we can go back to 0. We can check this repeat again. We can maybe look at this real quick. Let's zoom out, see how it looks. It's a little bit choppy. So we can go back to our clone stamp. Maybe edit that a little bit. It's a little bit unnatural. Zoom out. I think that looks a little bit better. Let's go to filter, other, offset. Go this way. Maybe we should go back to, we're going to look at this join here. I think it's looking pretty good. So once you're finished, all you have to do is File, Save As. You're going to save it as a JPEG or a PNG, and you can say repeat. And then you'll save that as a JPEG. And then you can place it into your Illustrator file, drag it into the swatch panel, and you'll use that as a fill. And that is how to create a repeat from a knit swatch.